Old School RuneScape Varlamore Part 2 came out today, and with it came the new group boss. And let me tell you, this thing is underwhelming. I would not be surprised if they end up reworking this loot table. I would hope that they rework the loot table entirely. Not even to mention that I think this is going to be the most botted boss inside of Old School RuneScape. I'll get to that a little bit later. The very first few kills that I got at this thing, that whole recording corrupted, but we came back at it. I was gonna push to 100 kills, but the loot on this thing is just so terrible. I can't do it anymore. Not only that, the boss's mechanics are boring. When it comes to money being made from this boss, it's all going to come from the rare drops, and I'm not entirely sure how the rare drop table works, but essentially you're splitting the loot amongst the 20 other people inside of the boss. So I'm not entirely sure if it's RNG focused and it's just entirely RNG who ends up getting the rare drop, or if it is damage focused and maybe the MVP has a more weighted chance at receiving the rare drop. If that's the case, then really this is a boss that is even worse for mid-level PVMers. There's really no reason to go and do this thing. You can see in like the 52 kills I did here, we're looking at 200,000 gold in loot. Now I do want to bring up that during these 50 kills, I saw a wand get dropped as well as 2 hide pieces. So if you managed to land one of those, you probably were walking away making a good chunk of money. However, if it's MVP weighted and oriented and you're not coming at this boss with a scythe, you're practically never going to get MVP. The scythe is just outputting way too much damage here, for sure, bumping those max level PVMers into the MVP status. In a week or so, once those guys have had their fix with this terrible drop table, perhaps there will be more of a niche for the mid-level PVMers to come in here and actually get a rare reward. If it is RNG, then you're really rolling the dice against 19 other players, which is not ideal. One thing I want to bring up about this boss, which I think is the most important thing to talk about, and the worst thing about this boss, is I'm saying it right now, my bets are that this is going to be the most botted boss inside of Old School RuneScape. If we take those 50 kills in that 200,000 gold that we made and multiply it by 20, we're talking about 4 mil gold in just raw loot. Not to mention the 2 hide pieces and the wand that dropped, all of which would be going to the bot farm. I'm telling you, give it 2 days and this is going to be massively packed and overcrowded by bots. Recently, Jagex has been doing a decent job with their botting problem. However, it is a cat and mouse type game and the bots are getting ready to turn into the cat here with this boss. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you're going to be grinding out this boss at all, or what you guys are up to inside of Varlamore Part 2. That's all I wanted to break down inside of this video, though. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I'm out.